Hey everybody, welcome back to Realms of Pixel. I'm Lily Angel. This is my long-awaited Nyxra guide, okay? Not sure if you could hear her voice line, she's really quiet. Alright, so let's go ahead, go into the catalog. We're going to take a look at her, add 13 stars. Well, first, here's her 5-star stats, 6-star stats, and 15-star stats. So for the purpose of the video, we're going to look at her highest potential, okay? So let's get into her skills. Well, first of all, she is a mana rebirth mage. So she does magic damage, okay? She's a mage. Um, she's not immortal. She's like Sakura Fox, where she goes into a little like cocoon and then she heals back up. If the opponent does enough damage, they can just pretty much like negate the whole process. They can just shoot through her and she won't be rebirthed. So that is something to keep in mind. So for her first skill, Starfire Inferno. At the start of battle, inflict Infernal Flame on the enemy with the highest attack. Deals 318% deals 318% magic damage to the enemy with the highest attack, and inflicts 10% of the attack times the number of burn stacks on the target as true damage. Prioritizes attacking the target with Infernal Flame. If there is no enemy with Infernal Flame on the field when the skill is released, it will attach Infernal Flame to the target after the attack lands. And then at level 2, damage increases to 381%. Bonus damage base value increases to 20%. And then at level 3, damage increases to 445%, and bonus damage base value increases to 30%. Infernal Flame's effect is the stealth effect is disabled. So that's like what Moonshade and Kefera use. Their invisibility, it's disabled. When taking direct damage, 1 stack of burn is applied. When taking status effect damage, 2 stacks of burn are applied. Additionally, at the start of each turn, 20 rage is lost and cannot be removed. And then there's burn. Takes damage equal to 20% of the caster's attack as HP every turn for 2 turns up to 5 stacks. So that's her first skill. Her second skill, Radiant Blaze. At the start of battle, there's a 20% chance to inflict 5 stacks of burn on all enemies. At the end of each turn, absorbs up to 1 stack of status effect from each allied unit. For each status effect absorbed, grants the caster 1 stack of Luminous Reprisal. At level 2, the chance to inflict burn is increased to 30% on all enemies. At the start of each turn, absorbs up to 20 stacks of status effect from each allied unit. At level 3, the chance to inflict burn is increased to 40% on all enemies, and at the start of each turn, absorbs up to 3 stacks of status effect from each allied unit. Luminous Reprisal's effect is when status effect or control effects are applied, 1 stack of Luminous Reprisal is consumed to negate the effect, while restoring 10 rage. Up to 20 stacks can be accumulated, lasting for 1 turn and cannot be removed. And then, of course, again, there's burn. And then, third skill, Phoenix Sacred Flame. Attack is increased by 30% and max HP is increased by 20%, While Nyxra is present, all allied units' damage from status effect is reduced by 25%, and the maximum stack of burn applied to allies is increased by 50 stacks. Whenever an enemy triggers status effect damage, there's a 25% chance to inflict 1 stack of burn on that enemy for each status effect damage trigger. At level 2, attack is increased by 40% and max HP is increased by 25%. While Nyxra is present, all allied units' damage from status effect is reduced by 35%. Whenever an enemy triggers status effect damage, there's a 35% chance to inflict 1 stack of burn on that enemy for each status effect damage trigger. At level 3, attack is increased by 50% and max HP is increased by 30%. While Nyxra is present, all allied units' damage from status effect is reduced by 45%. Whenever an enemy inflicts status effect damage, there's a 45% chance to inflict 1 stack of burn on that enemy for each status effect damage trigger. And then at level 4, attack is increased by 60%, max HP is increased by 40%, speed is increased by 10%. While Nyxra is present, all allied units' damage from status effect is reduced by 55%. Whenever an enemy triggers status effect damage, there is a 55% chance to inflict 1 stack of burn on that enemy for each status effect damage trigger. And then status effects include burn, sacred flame, poison, bleed, and fierce poison. So that was part 1 of this. I'm running out of time for my screen recorder. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and see me on part 2. Bye.